bow bow. Run with it, run with it. Bow bow. Run with it,
Boom.
Boom!
Boom. We made it to work.
Boom!
I apologize for absolutely nothing. Because nothing happened. We're still recording on top quality.
Yeah,
Top quality content.
See how our setup is?
Yes. So if you see no boom armors
It's
and one
actually-
mic, it's a funny story.
It's actually a high quality condenser that we picked up from the source.
Exactly.
It picks up. It's like those spy movies,
Yeah.
and they have that little mic in a big thing, in a big capsule, and then it picks up sound. from
Everything.
like 3 kilometers.
Or it's like the mics in your molars.
Yeah, it's like those.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Secret
Anyways,
service mics.
Introduce.
welcome back. This is Don't Think Too Hard, episode 20.
Yes.
That's 2 10s. That's 2 Lionel Messis, something Barcelona desperately need because
Yo.
they suck.
Low key, we might just stop counting fucking episodes altogether. This is getting too hard.
It's 20.
It's
I
got
know
it right.
it is 20.
Yeah, I
Because,
got it right.
but like it's 20 because that's like the
That's
like
a
the one.
benchmark.
But then once we get after that, it's gonna get confusing.
Yeah.
again. And that's the problem. Anyways,
Yes.
how was your drive up in this torrential blizzard?
This was horrible. Oh my Lord
the fact that
Almighty.
you have to call it a torrential blizzard.
It's not
It's
actually
like-
that bad. Look at it. Look
Dude,
outside.
Bro,
No, but this is
No,
okay.
Like when I was driving here, it was like in Game of Thrones, the White Walkers.
Yeah.
I was half expecting to see horsemen through the mist, cause I couldn't see anything.
I was in the same boat. I was driving behind a tractor trailer the entire time, and listen, I get everyone's trying to be safe. That's cool. But if you're not comfortable driving in such conditions, don't drive if you don't need to.
But also, people drive reckless, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen a truck driver. I'm on Sandalwood. This guy is drifting into a left turn to make a red light, so he beats the light. This guy almost literally careened off of the road, and we're all just sitting there like, okay.
Almost.
he almost died.
So, enough about the torrential blizzard. There's something I wanted to bring up.
The fact that most likely next week we're gonna have to be doing Zoomcast again.
No, listen. Okay, that's. I was gonna come to that. I was gonna come to that in a later discussion because there's something fresh on my mind. A house in Markham.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys heard about that. Had an underground casino.
Ah,
These guys lived a movie. I don't know if it was a couple or a couple of dudes. The details weren't specified, but they seized $1.5 million in cash. In cash from this house, with extra stuff like jewels, guns, casino table games and stuff like that. They ran an entire casino in their basement.
In Markham.
Markham.
that is actually sick.
That's so
That's-
dude. It's a movie. It's a movie. All I'm
that's
saying,
madness.
like, listen, I get that is incredibly illegal, but to say
If I didn't have like life responsibilities and shit, I feel like listen, every decision you make brings you down a separate path. I feel like I've one decision in my life back in the day that took me away from there. But if I made the other decision, that's where I would have been.
yes,
To be
if I made
honest.
one decision, I'm a decision away from starting an underground casino in my house.
It makes you wonder though, right? Okay, because people go broke gambling,
Yeah.
right? And then the casino people have like loan sharks. It's
Yeah.
like, where's my money? So if you go broke in that underground casino, who do they send? Is like, hey, remember that
You
$50,000?
heard that they had drugs and guns in there too.
Yeah, but like, who do you know
Yeah.
that first got you casino machines?
I mean,
And
you can buy
second-
casino machines as collectibles. Buying casino machines
But-
is not illegal.
I know, but like enough, and they're good enough for people to want to play them,
But
not
I-
to go to Casino Rama.
But I
have to go
feel
to your
like
basement.
majority of those people in that casino would probably be playing tables, like card games or
Okay,
different
okay,
games.
okay.
I feel like that's probably where the big money comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's probably
Makes
like
sense.
it's probably a situation where it's a bunch of rich people with rich friends who want a private casino,
Oh, like James Bond
Yeah.
and Casino
and that's
Royale,
probably what it was. And that's
Poison in martinis.
yes, and that's probably a reason why you don't have those loan shark junkies who fucking
Just-
go out and kill
They probably
people.
didn't need to.
Yeah,
And like I feel like there's just a point in your life where you just make so much money that you just start doing shit like, for no
Yeah.
reason.
Like,
Like, I could go to the casino,
I'm
Or
a
I'll
make
just
one.
start one
Yeah.
instead.
The day I go to a table, it's like, oh yeah, sir, the buy-in is $50,000. I'm like, yeah. Put it on my side. If I can do that, I've made too much money. I think I've made too much money.
Wasn't it Michael Jordan who had a end quote gambling problem, even though he didn't, because he would put like 500 grand on playing poker, and he'd lose it like that and leave without nothing.
And he
then
wouldn't care.
In an interview, he was everyone asked him, it's like, Michael, why do you gamble so much money? He's like, it's not a lot of money. For you, it's a lot of money. For me, that's like throwing $5 down the drain.
No.
It's like that's not an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Listen,
Gambling is a dangerous game. It gives me anxiety. I can't do it. I don't think I can do it.
We talked about the casino trips, right? How
Yeah,
you
maybe.
won 20 cents one time.
I didn't win 20 cents. I won like
$20.
$7. No, okay, this is what happened. All right. I've been to a casino twice. One time it was part of a package. So then it was like a $25 gambling package. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this because I have it. So then I did it, gamble, was losing money. I was like, oh shit, man, I'm going to lose all my money. Very last one, won like $27. So I made profit, is what I'm saying at the end of the game.
That's good.
That's
And
good.
then the other time
wouldn't
I used
recommend.
$10 of my own money, and the same thing happened, and then I won like $11 on my last play, and then that means I'm up, which
You're
means
up.
next time I go gambling,
You're gonna go broke.
I'm broke, which means
You're gonna go in and you're gonna come out homeless.
Do you know what my biggest problem with gambling would be?
what?
Would be I'd win $1,000, for example, and then I'd be like, instead of having the willpower to say fuck it, I'm done. I'm walking home with $1,000. What I'm gonna do is I woke up this morning without $1,000. Let me re-gamble that $1,000, and then I lose it, and I'm just like, okay, fuck, I gotta make that $1,000 back.
That's how people develop gambling addictions.
I know-
That's
I
how
realize
it
that.
happens.
I realize that, and I'm not saying I have an addiction. I realize I'm not smart when it comes to gambling. I'm a good poker player. I'm not a smart gambler.
Yeah.
Now, this leads me into my perfect segment. Okay, when you guys play poker, you either bluff or you value bet. Okay?
See.
When you have cards and you see the cards on the table, you either bluff or make a value bet. There's no such thing as a value bluff.
Okay.
Why does it feel like, I'm not political, but the Ontario president or prime ministerial direction of helping COVID cases go down is doing a value bluff?
What
There's
does
no
that
such thing
mean?
as a value bluff. Listen, you guys are going into lockdown. We're going into lockdown. Okay?
Yes.
See.
We're going into lockdown. Why is everything still fucking open? I get it starting on Monday. That's not the point. The mascot for Dunkin' Donuts or Baskin Robbins is an essential worker, and he's still out there out on the street.
Listen.
I'm a label guy. I cut labels. Stickers. I design stickers and I cut them at mass quantities. That's not essential. Why am I going to work still? Listen, schools, they're still open. Why? Why? Listen, you guys want to do this lockdown? Fucking lock it down. The only things that should be open right now are grocery stores and hospitals. That's it.
Bro, if they do that, the economy will actually collapse.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll
It's,
legit-
So listen. So don't call it a lockdown.
no,
Well-
they're not locking down businesses. They're locking down you.
Yeah, you're just like, you can't leave your house.
Don't see your friends. That's
Yeah,
what it
they're
is.
socially
Okay.
trapping you and confining you.
But here's the thing. You want to lock down me. So
Yeah.
why am me still going to work?
Because they need
Why
money
is
from
you-
Because they need money.
That
No.
makes no fucking sense
No,
to
bro,
me.
like-
That makes zero sense.
Listen, unless you're making the government money, you stay home. That is what the lockdown means.
If they shut down businesses, we would be like Venezuela right now.
You know
Yo,
what?
I'm telling
Printing
you,
$1 trillion bills.
I'm telling you, we've been out of lockdown for upwards of 4 months now,
Yes.
right? The amount of businesses that I'm still seeing close one by one on like regular walks
It's
is
kind of
like,
frightening.
astonishing.
Yeah,
And then we're going back into lockdown,
And you know what?
it's winter,
bro. Those
which means
businesses,
even more.
Worse.
those businesses are closing, but our numbers still go up. Listen, if you want to, this is not about money, man. It's not like I get everything surrounds
No.
money. I get you need a strong economy. The
No.
point. Let's just ignore that we're already trillions of dollars in debt. Let's just ignore that, okay?
No, we can't ignore.
No, but I'm saying that's what the government's doing right now. We just keep going more and more in depth, right?
Yeah.
Because jackasses don't want to wear a mask. Because
No, that We were in debt before the lockdown.
Dude, I get that.
And we were on the brink before the lockdown. And then they locked us down, and now we're in the gutter.
And listen, they locked us down, and like first lockdown was a hard lockdown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit closed.
Yeah.
And the world was like, Canada's got this shit down. Canada's got it right. Our numbers go up again. Okay, we're enforcing another lockdown. But everything stays open.
But it's not everything is open, because before restaurants and shit were open, they're not open anymore. You can only go there for takeout now.
Before you weren't able to go for takeout.
No, I couldn't.
No, you were always able for takeout. You
could.
can't go inside. There was like curbside delivery. So
eat.
you would go there and be like, yo, I'll call the number, be like, yo, I want this. And some dude would come out to your car, breathe in your face, and give you the food anyway.
You couldn't even go to the dentist. You couldn't even wait in the dentist or a walk-in clinic.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of things are still open, because I think my vet like closed or some shit during lockdown, but now it's still open. And then so there's more businesses open, which is necessary though. I understand why. Because
it's either we die of this virus,
yep,
or
die of starvation.
we die of starvation or civil war, because people need to eat, and that's anarchy.
Look,
It's gonna be I Am Legend,
Listen,
but
look.
the zombies are gonna be
Yesterday-
the people.
there are daily protests of anti-maskers. If they go outside in this weather, then you know it's a problem. Now you know
Yeah.
they're fucking dedicated.
Government's standing there like, we really hope when the cold weather comes that maybe they'll go home and settle down now. That's not the point. Listen, all I want, swear this, like God intended, even though God never intended this. And that's it. Listen, people are saying, another thing I'm saying is, okay, I get this is a serious issue. I get coronavirus is a very serious issue. People have died. People have also died from the cold. People have also died from jumping off buildings. Death numbers come in all separate ways. You know what I mean? It's like, a virus is a virus.
Okay, wait.
Eventually, there's gonna be a vaccine.
Listen,
I'm confused.
People have died from sickness before, so you might as well be able to shoot them. That's basically what you're saying.
I
No, okay, the jumping on building thing came out a little wrong. I'm just trying to say that there's been diseases, and no amount of vaccines is gonna help these diseases. Let's just try to stop the spread, focus on everyday life,
Bless you, sir.
and not lock it. Like, listen, if you're gonna lock it down, lock it down. If you're not gonna lock it down and half-ass this lockdown, don't call it a lockdown.
So what do you want them to call it? Half-ass lockdown?
That's what they're doing now.
Kind of lockdown?
That's what they're.
No, what do you want the
wait,
name
wait.
to be?
But if
That,
they,
okay, they name it a half-ass lockdown.
if they say like a partial lockdown, the people who want full lockdowns or the people who need the security and saying full lockdown, they're gonna trip out. He's like, "What do you mean partial lockdown? It's either you lock down or it's open."
I feel like the people, if you say partial lockdown, the people who want to go outside are going to be like, oh shit, so you're saying...
So you're saying it's okay.
I'm okay then.
Yeah.
And then so they're just going to do whatever they want.
That's like saying the speed limit can maybe be 60 to 90.
Isn't
Everyone's
that-
gonna go
bro,
90.
Isn't that what it is, though?
I know,
The
but
speed
if it's-
limit, that's
but
what the speed
What I
limit
don't
is.
understand is they say no indoor organized social gatherings. But if you organize a social gathering like a wedding, then only 10 people allowed. So I can't organize a Thanksgiving, but I can organize a wedding
So why don't you just call it a wedding?
and then do the same thing.
Yes.
pretty much.
So let
You
me
can
let
have
me,
a Thanksgiving
let me just,
wedding.
Let me just
But
buy.
you can't have a Thanksgiving dinner.
Yes. Let me buy a wedding gown.
Yes.
Invite 10 people over, and we're having Thanksgiving dinner. I'm getting married. Let's do it. Let's do that.
There's a lot of issues with it. We all know there's a lot of issues. At the end of the day, for the next few months at least,
Years.
we're just gonna be dealing with this shit
We're never gonna go back
consistent.
outside.
Consistently,
All
it's
I
gonna be on
wanna
and
do-
on. You're not playing footy ever again.
I just want to play footy.
You're never
We're
playing
never gonna
footy
play tennis
again. We're never renting another Airbnb ever again. We're never seeing
Oh,
your friends
yeah.
ever again.
Hotels are shambles.
Hotels are done. Your house is done. People are just gonna be knocking. Someone's gonna come knock at your door and be like, "Yo, can you let me stay here for
One thing
$5.50 a night,
now. I
please?"
do not miss. Is Jehovah Witness knocking on my door?
I've never had that issue.
Bro,
I have that
I
issue a
had
lot.
a singular person because my mom was nice,
Yes.
and it's good to be nice, But this was the time I was like, you didn't have to go above and beyond. It was a snowstorm, and the lady knocked on the door, and you know they talk from the porch.
Yeah.
My mom saw the snowstorm. She's like, "Oh, come inside. It's too cold." And then the little was like, "Ah." And then for the next 10 years, it's just I don't know her name, but she comes. She knows where we live, so she just comes. I'm like, okay, listen, I'm not coming, okay.
Speaking of, like, listen, I don't want to bash on anything you believe in. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, that's great. You know, practice what you believe in. Funny story though was I had a teacher.
Guarantee there's no Jehovah Witness listening to this podcast.
Right? I can 100% verify that.
You never know. People convert. I had a high school teacher who told us a story. You were in that class. Who told us a story about Jehovah's Witness and how they got into an incredibly heated argument, just based on what day New Year's is.
What their New Year's is?
What day New Year's is?
They probably thought it was a spring.
They think what I think, yeah, something like that, and it's also like New Year's is the start of the Testament or something like that, the Old Testament, or the New Testament. Don't know which one they follow more. Anyway, so what he did was very similar to you. They knock on the door. Well, my teacher tells us the story. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say this from my perspective of my teacher, right? I open the door. Jehovah's Witness is standing there. Hello? They hit me with some bullshit. This is a quote. They hit me with some bullshit fact. I said, wait there. He grabbed the Bible, invited them in, sat on the couch. He has the Bible on his lap and he's like,
fact check it.
You go.
Give me your receipts.
No,
I don't want
amazing. That's good. There's a certain few people that I know that, like, if you catch them on a day that they have time, just tell you, like, there's this one guy I know, and then he's saying one time Jehovah's was knocked on the door and then like said, oh, blah blah blah, saying he's like, oh, I got time today.
Yo,
he's like, tell me about that.
My dad, whenever he sees people, like, whoa, 2 hours. I'll just see them in the driveway. He has the Bible in his hand. He's just like.
Yeah, it's amazing because it was to the point where Joe was just trying to leave. She's like, okay, I got it. He's like, no, wait, can you tell me about it?
Come back. It's like, no.
Wait, what do you think about this?
You brought your ass here, you're gonna keep it here. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's amazing, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna take a hard left, but before I forget, because see, Machi, he has the podcast like at heart. In his heart, he believes that we can succeed. So he said, do your research or don't bring shit up, or you dumbass. That's what he told me. So after last week, I mentioned the sound beaming thing, right? You remember that conversation?
Yes.
So I did my research.
Okay.
You want to know how it works?
So you didn't do your homework.
I did both. I did both of those things. So basically, it's like a speaker that you sit on a desk, right? And then it sends out like a 3D sound wave, like ultraviolet waves. And then so when you step inside the bubble, you hear the music like a speaker.
But you don't hear the music.
But you don't, it's not out loud though. What happens, it locates your ears. And then so like the ultraviolet waves will like focus around here. And then so you can hear. But you can still hear everything that's going on outside. So it's more like listening to a speaker.
No.
Than
what you're saying is telekinesis. What I think telekinesis is, we have a localized telekinetic device
basically
that can whisper in your ear.
Basically. But what they couldn't explain is if me and you were both inside the bubble, if we both would hear it.
See.
And I tried to look that up, but they didn't explain it well.
Problem I have.
So you think they would test that?
The problem I have.
Two people can go. Okay, go ahead.
That irresponsible people like me would take the speaker and put it right next to somebody sleeping and literally hypnotize and would you indoctrinate somebody into believing whatever.
I would take the speaker and then make sure no one knows what it is.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it down just far enough for one person to hear it.
And then
they'd be like, does anyone hear that? Everyone's like, what the fuck you talking about?
It's saying get out, there's a fire.
Everyone's like, what? Just losing their mind.
Or it'd be like you set up the speaker at like a party.
Yeah.
And you hide it.
Nah, man.
Or you hide it behind like the couch, for example.
You'll cause like
that's the thing. You
hysteria.
have a regular like music playing, and one guy sits on the couch trying to impress a girl, whatever, talking to her. Oh, I love this song, and it's some dumbass song on the actual speaker.
And she's like, what are you talking about?
He's singing.
And he's
He's
a
singing,
John
he's singing the lyrics to the wrong song.
You see someone in the corner going like this.
Nah, what you do is you coordinate like 6 speakers in the room into the wall, so you don't even see them, and then people walking by hear like voices, and it's just like you have like a condensed recording of like 6 different voices talking at once. It's like, and you're just walking by all the walls at the party, and people are like, yo, bro, are you hearing that? And someone across the room was like, yeah, bro, what's going on? You got ghosts.
Oh my god, man. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I did my due diligence.
You know, I thought you guys completely ignored me on that message. So for those of you who don't know, I sent a massive text message to the podcast group chat. And I emphasized, guys, we gotta do our research.
He emphasized thinking.
We gotta come with arguments.
How dare he?
We gotta start beefing on the podcast. I never said that. And
He
then
wanted us to throw fades.
Andre
Live.
just did the research, so
I
shout
did
out
my
Andre.
research.
Shout
I
out
did my
Andre.
research. Where's your research, Johnny?
I have it all up here. Will it come out? Who knows?
Who knows?
Wait until someone starts.
You have to trigger something and then it'll just like unload.
We gotta wait for someone else to start talking.
Okay, so now
All right, what's your heart left?
I have a real question.
All right.
Octopi have an intelligence that we cannot rate on any other scale that we have available.
But does that intelligence, like when they say octopi are smart, are we using the same
We can't.
scale as humans?
We
though?
literally have no scale to measure the intelligence of an octopus.
So then,
when
how
it-
do they know they're so intelligent?
Because how do you have a body that, okay, I watched a documentary of octopus in first thing in the morning. I don't know why.
Yes,
it was on
that's
my
fine.
YouTube.
Tell me.
So then, because you know octopus can like shapeshift. They're basically chameleons of the
Before you start. What we gotta do next podcast is we gotta get Johnny's search history throughout the week and just read out the shit he looks up on Google.
Bro, it's in the algorithm. I didn't even search for this. I just the first video on my YouTube feed, and that was it. I was like,
Alright.
fair enough.
Continue with your octopi. They
So-
shapeshift or some shit like that.
They have like 4 layers of skin. One, the top layer allows them to they form ridges, or they can mimic the environment around them. So if you have like a rocky coral,
Yes, they change yes, the
that.
camouflage. Yes.
Yeah, and then the 3 layers below it, you mix it together, whatever, and you can create color. So it can mimic texture and color of anything, that any of their surroundings. But then they're like, the scientists say, well, octopus are colorblind. Their eyes do not see color. So how are they able to mimic color or anything like that? Then they say their skin is light sensitive, and that they have like 500 million neurons in their body, and only 1/3 is in their brain. The rest is in their tentacles and in their skin. So their each tentacle almost has a mind of its own, and the brain is almost like a cloud, because there's no centralized like our head. You cut off our head and there's nothing.
Yeah.
But the tentacle and the brain are 2 different.
Isn't it that way? Isn't it that how like when you isn't it putting a dead octopus in like acid? It still moves.
The tentacle still flinches
Yeah.
and like adapts to its environment, which is retarded. And that's the thing that we can't measure that. Like we don't know how do you measure because you can have a brain, whatever. You have
Yes.
your brain, and that's all where the neurons are. You don't have neurons in your hand. Otherwise, we'd be like, okay, where's the connection? But there is no connection. They don't know how to connect the brain to the rest of the body, because the body also has pieces of brain in it.
So you're saying is their body smart?
And mind smart. Like their body, like you know how we say muscle memory?
Yes.
They legitimately could have actual muscle memory.
But it's only muscle memory.
No, but it's because they have neurons in.
No,
they
it
have
would be
neurons.
actual muscle memory, because
Yeah.
our muscle memory is a muscle memory.
It's just nerve
It's
connection.
stored in your spinal cord.
Yeah. But
That's why you don't have to think about it, but you can still do it because it's still centrally stored.
Yeah.
It just, and you know, like when you kick a soccer ball and like you can feel when it feels right versus when it not feels right.
Yeah.
Because what happens is your spinal cord will send two signals out, one that has the feeling and then one of how it's supposed to feel to your brain. So you automatically know how it's supposed to feel. So then when you get feedback from how it feels, you'll know if it matches up or not.
Oh, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with mine because mine's never.
But octopi don't have that.
No.
They just have brain. I don't even know. I can't even explain what they have, but it can't be measured. But they have.
That's pretty dope, though. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so that is our weekly animal fact.
Yeah.
I guess that's gonna be a new. It's gonna be a new segment of the.
Come to me if you guys need some animal.
Here's a smaller one.
All
I
right.
read the other day that Finding Nemo, how like they lost their mom and then the dad had to take care of Nemo. Marlin had to take care of Nemo.
Yeah, the barracuda ate the mom.
Yeah. In reality, what would happen is Marlin would change gender, turn into a female, and then mate with Nemo so they can continue their species.
Whoa. Oh, apparently Finding Nemo, speaking of Finding Nemo, the idea was ripped off by a school student. And that school student finally spoke out on TikTok.
Ripped off from a school student?
Yes. There was a
Disney rips off everything.
There was a contest. There was a contest of
I genuinely don't have anything to say. Or well, I don't have words for what you just said. So let's get
That's fine. I just want to let you
Damn.
know.
I'll let you know.
you know
I heard what you said. I have no words.
the worst part is that I spoke about getting fact checks, and I didn't fact check this because who would have known you brought up clownfishes? The point is Finding Nemo. An elementary school student wrote a book called A Clown's Adventure or something like that, and it was a clownfish whose mom got eaten by a shark, not a barracuda. He ran away from home, and his dad had to scatter through the ocean to find him. And it was like a children's book in like the 3rd grade or something. And this child entered a book contest, got back said with a note saying, "Thank you for your submission. You have not won the contest prize." And then Finding Nemo was released.
So what you're telling me?
Now this kid grew up and put this on TikTok. He's not suing Disney or Pixar or whoever made Finding Nemo. I forget who it was.
Good, because he
He
lose.
would
He would lose. He would lose. So he's not suing them. But he just on TikTok showed proof of this book and this is the note from whoever the judges were and stuff like that. And I'm guessing maybe Pixar bought the book off the judges or ideas, or maybe it was a Pixar contest. Who knew?
Listen.
Point is that this kid grew up and he's got a shitload of clout now because he's the Nemo guy.
Oh, so
what you're saying?
it worked out then.
So what you're
Again,
saying?
he got famous.
For most people, it doesn't
What
work
I'm
out.
getting from what that story is telling me is that if I plagiarize, it doesn't actually hurt the author, especially if I become famous.
It helps.
Because it helps them. Because I was like, it's such a great idea that I had to steal it.
Think about it this way. Facebook went to Snapchat and they were like, yo, can we buy you? I want to buy you. Snapchat's like, nah, we're going to stay independent. And they're like, all right, we'll do stories then. And now Snapchat is dead.
Bro.
And then
And then Twitter started doing stories, and then Instagram started doing
Everyone's
stories.
doing stories.
Oh my god!
And then
The
there's
funniest
killed
meme.
Vine,
think
too.
about
The funniest meme
killed
was
Vine.
the funniest meme was Pornhub's gonna start doing stories now.
I genuinely have no words.
Brutal.
How
Like
would that work?
everyone started to do stories, man. Everyone's doing
would that
stories.
work? But just big business, they're very smart. You ever heard of the concept of focus group?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, so big business will come, have a product, they'll be like, yo, what do you think this product? What do you think we can change? What do you think we should fix? So now they're like, we buy you lunch and you make us millions by telling us exactly what to put in here in order to make everyone else want to buy it.
Yeah.
So they bought what potentially could be millions worth of an idea
For the price of a tuna
for
fish
fucking
sandwich.
tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah.
They think people just think they're just like, yo, focus groups are cool. I want to go join a focus group. That people don't understand how expensive friggin' knowledge and ideas actually are.
Yeah.
People just be giving away shit on Twitter and just be saying yo, it'd be cool if blah 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 blah. Some guys got it.
Got it.
Like, who knows? The amount of times people said, yo, Pokemon was like Breath of the Wild, it would have been a blockbuster seller. And then Nintendo's just like,
Okay.
Let's start developing.
Let's do that.
Yo, I also saw a dope ass idea on TikTok the other day. Some guys like there's a few friggin' big Pokemon TikTokers. So
There's
he's
huge.
basically said,
Oh, the gym leader one?
yeah,
That
I
was
like,
crazy.
that's, like, such a
Yeah.
good
So
idea.
essentially, now Pokemon Shield and Sword has this like a play online. So before to play Pokemon, I don't know how far back it
No
stopped,
way.
but you had to.
You can become a gym leader.
So
No,
he's
but the
basically
idea-
saying that like the
Yeah.
TikTokers are gonna like first they'll like decide amongst each other who's the gym leader, who's the Elite Four, and
who's the
like,
who's the gym members inside the gym.
Yeah,
Yes.
People
and
can go and be like, I want to challenge the water
and
gym.
you
He's
live
like-
fight people.
yeah, and then you fight them, and then
That would be
they're
dope.
actually gonna make little badges, and if you beat them, they'll send off badges to you.
And then
That would be
if you
pretty
get
sick.
all the badges, you can verse the Elite Fours and then the champion.
It'd be like Ultimate Team, but for Pokemon.
But for Pokemon.
yeah,
And you get that'll be sick.
That'd be dope.
Don't tell me that. Every
And you know,
day,
and you know
because
what?
I don't sleep.
And you know what? Watch Nintendo just be like, this is a great idea to make Pokemon competitive.
this shit. I don't know.
We get the world
They would
champions.
make so much. Actually, no, don't do that. Because if they go the same route as EA, I'm done with Pokemon too. Because if they start saying, "Hey, you gotta buy Pokemon now instead of catch 'em," this is gonna be $20 a pack, like the cards.
you want Charizard? He's not in your starters. You got paid.
You don't have 400,000 coins.
No, they'll make you buy Pokeballs and then make the success
Oh,
rate like
yeah.
4%. So you find the friggin' thing, you have to throw the Pokeball and like didn't work.
Bro,
Oh, buy
tap
more.
my
Or if EA made Pokemon, you wouldn't be able to catch Pokemon. Pokemon packs. Here's a bunch of Pokeballs. You get 5 random Pokeballs.
Nah, they'll make it even worse.
Pick one.
Remember, like with the Pokemon cards, you have to buy element cards, so you can't attack
Oh,
without
yeah,
certain
yeah.
element
Without
cards.
elements,
It's
yeah.
like, oh yeah, you have Charizard, but you have no fire element cards, so
Yeah,
you can't
use
even
it.
use
You
it.
can go to the item shop and buy some.
It's $6 for one.
Oh my god, that's fucking ridiculous.
You're about to verse the Elite Four. Shit, I don't know element cards. You're like calculating in your head. It's like, okay, I'm gonna spend $150 on enough element cards to take me to the final rank. You get to the final boss and you run out and you lose and you have to go all the way back.
I would actually find a Nintendo headquarters and set it ablaze.
Imagine spending $700 and
Only
you
to
can
start
attack
over.
6 times. And then you get Charizard and use like fucking flame tackle and then
No, imagine
that's like
imagine you spend $700 on your Charizard, and you don't go first against Blastoise, so you just you get knocked out, and that's the Elite Four. So you have to start all over again.
man, you guys are gonna fuck up someone's day, bro.
So Nintendo, don't do that. Just keep the game free, please. I'll pay for the actual game with everything inside.
That's the worst. That's the
It is
worst.
free.
When EA changed the game with that shit.
It's in the game though.
Well, you know what it
Money.
is. You know what it is. It's another probably idea that came off Twitter or some shit or some
Probably.
focus group who said, "Hey,
Like manager.
I don't have time to grind." No, I'm talking about FIFA Ultimate Team, for example. Be like, I don't have time to grind for all these coins, like just by playing the game. I don't have time. Can there be a shortcut? I wonder if there's like a shortcut where I could pay money to get packs to potentially speed up this process.
Couldn't
and EA
you-
says, "Yay!" And then
Yeah, like they probably got it from
They-
online, and then someone online is like, "Imagine if we can make our own team with certain players," and they're like, "Oh." And it was like,
Awesome.
imagine if there was a transfer market for those players that we win games, we get money
dude, yeah.
from there. And it's like, imagine now if we could use our own money. And then EA just took it and
then
freaking ran with
it. And I'm telling you, yo, FIFA Ultimate Team, and I think the Ultimate Team in general franchise, in my opinion, is easily one of the most successful franchises like in the world.
More successful than Star Wars. I'm joking.
But I'm talking about like as a gaming franchise. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking, you have the COD point system, you have like Call of Duty leagues or all these Halo or whatever. I think Ultimate Team as in general, from FIFA, NHL, Madden, NBA 2K has like this Ultimate Team brand esque like My Team or whatever. I think that entire group of like playable game modes is I think the most successful game mode ever created.
Yeah, because you don't have to be a pro. Because if
And
you want to
yeah.
play in a league in COD, you have to be sick.
Yeah.
Or else you can get dusted every day, and it's just going to be unhappy.
fucking watching people who are like actually good at like video games is like
Alarming.
Yeah,
How
it's
much
scary,
hours?
bro, man.
But it's alarming, and I'll tell you another thing that it bothers me though, because video games, I feel
It's supposed to be leisure.
that too. But like the problem with video games and pro video gaming is it doesn't feel like video games anymore. When you watch a football game on TV, you're the best in that sport. You're watching the best players in that sport. And do you need to get that? So, and you're watching the best players in that sport, correct?
Yeah.
When you watch these players, you watch them play to the best of their abilities, and it's like it's real life, right? It's real play, and it's raw, it's natural. When you watch professional video gamers, or for example, FIFA is so boring to watch. Smash Bros, I feel, is like it's good, but it's also incredibly boring to watch. COD maybe not so much, but like those games like that, it's not raw gaming because it's just who can break game mechanics better and faster.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because you're not actually athletic.
It's not.
Like, you're not actually good at shooting. You're good at a shooter.
Yeah, but it's not even that. For example, in FIFA, it's like you could have the craziest soccer IQ ever, and you could, you can in your head envision the best passes and the greatest plays and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter if your opponent can perfectly time a finesse shot from an exact amount from the goal to glitch it to go in every time. Yeah. It doesn't matter how good you are at soccer. It doesn't matter how good your IQ is.
Like the kickoff glitch in FIFA
exactly.
15 or whatever.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
You gotta get out?
No, not yet.
Okay.
One sec. But I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So that's okay, bro.
That's okay.
But yeah. Is that it? Like, are you guys finished your thought?
On that matter, yeah.
See.
You sure?
Yeah.
You want to pause it?
I honestly have no...
You have no more to say.
On this topic.
You, the legendary Jonathan,
Yeah.
who doesn't stop talking when they're supposed to, have nothing else
I
to
have
say.
nothing more to say. Categorically.
I'm joking. Okay, I just want to say something else I brought up last week. I think, did I talk about like daughters being expensive like
See.
last week? Right?
Yes.
Okay, so I
Yes.
figured it out. Why daughters are more expensive than sons.
Makeup.
What?
Makeup. Daughters?
Yeah. No, I don't mean daughters as in like your daughter would cost you more money.
Oh, okay.
Remember
okay.
I was talking about like if you had to sell a kid who would fetch more money.
Oh.
A daughter would fetch more money because the person purchasing
Is
her
purchasing their
would need to
extension of
carry
the
on their bloodline.
Ah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they need to get a girl to do that because if they got a boy, you're carrying
But then
on
it's
his
not.
bloodline.
But then it's not her bloodline.
It's not her bloodline. It's the person who bought her bloodline.
So you're
You
buying
understand?
her to.
I get what you're saying.
Impregnate her.
Because you're not benefiting from the trade. Because
Exactly.
your name isn't getting carried on. They're getting the benefit of having your daughter.
That makes no sense.
It's like if you have a daughter and
What?
I want to carry on, and I have a son, I want my bloodline to go on. I don't give a shit about your bloodline. I want my bloodline to keep going. So I need a daughter in order to carry on my bloodline. If I have a daughter and you have a son,
That's sick.
then
That's,
you're carrying on
You're buying
your bloodline.
You're buying.
Well, buying children in general is
It's just
sick.
categorically wrong.
Okay?
But it happens. And when it happens, it's terrible.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
You understand? I just
like-
Not
wanted
to say sons are worthless. Because I don't feel worthless,
So you're paying for the reproduction.
I'm just saying
Reproduction. It sounds like Hollywood. The reproductive value is more. Oh my goodness.
Fuck. I messed up like 3 times today. I just said the wrong thing.
Okay, I gotta pause it.
All right. Pause it. We'll be right back.
After these messages.
Recording. We are continuing the recording.
All right, and welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome back.
We had to take a little break because sometimes life happens.
That's right. That's right. And I completely forgot where. Oh yeah, we were at the conversation.
Talking about selling children, yes.
No. Well,
Very important.
we were.
Very
We
important
actually-
conversation.
No, we weren't talking about selling children. We were talking about how much they would go for.
okay, so what's the? Do you guys know what the price of children is on the black market?
No. What the fuck would I know that?
Why
On
are
the
you
Silk Road,
I don't know how we got there last time. I'm telling you, I'm just doing my due diligence. I'm dotting my I's, crossing my T's, closing up all our conversations that were left open-ended due to lack of information.
True.
Okay, so I went home, I thought about it, I decided.
Well, you're already home.
That's true. I'm always home now. Anyways, but I friggin' figured it out, is what I'm saying. Anyways,
Okay.
speaking of daughters, how would you live your life if you were a woman?
I'll
Okay,
lock myself in a
I'm
room.
not going to lie to you. Am I a woman from birth, or I
No,
wake up
woman
tomorrow
from birth.
and it's like your name, and I wake up in a woman's body in the country?
Well, I mean, like, think you're a woman from birth, but obviously you're gonna go into it with whatever mindset you have now, because like
No, but that doesn't make any sense.
you can't answer the questions from a different perspective because you don't
Yeah, you
have
can.
no you can't because you
You
don't have the
mind of a
perspective.
woman.
I wake up tomorrow as a woman. I know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow as a woman.
Okay, but just have that mindset. How would you live your life as a woman? You were born as a woman, but since your mind is how it is, just answer it.
That's really hard. I don't know. Because I don't know what my situation. It's like
Listen.
it's like when you clone Michael Jackson and be like, how would Michael Jackson be as a clone? It's like, I don't know. You raised in different environments and stuff.
He'll be moonwalking across sidewalks.
Listen.
Moonwalking across Lake Ontario.
As a woman, I don't know. As a woman personally, I would be a Twitch streamer because they make a fuckload of money for some odd reason.
I would be definitely. If I carried my personality,
if I had just a minimum amount of attractiveness, I would be a whore.
That's what I'm saying.
no,
But,
I'll just be a Twitch streamer and just make money
yeah.
for no reason.
I
I'll
would
just
wear
be-
a very low cut shirt, and this isn't misogynistic. Misogynist.
That's the word.
Yeah, it's not. It's not that. I'm just saying the best way to make money if you're a female these days: get a low cut shirt. Hopefully, God bless you with some honkers and be a Twitch streamer. You don't have to be good at the game.
You don't even have to
You
play
don't.
games. Interact with your friends.
go on Twitch and go to just
I
chatting.
wonder if it would work if you could just sit there and just like literally do nothing and just sit there and just be like, if
Yeah.
people would pay for that. And
No,
just
I would
tip
make
you.
a vlog, and if the vlog would be a vlog about nothing, and I would just
So a
record my
podcast.
entire day. No, I'll be a vlogger. I would vlog the entire day, and it doesn't. I don't even have to do anything. But if I am mildly attractive in any sense of the word,
You
making money.
will say though that there has to be something
I'd also be
that
making-
gets specific because obviously there's a fucking shit ton of women. There's probably a whole lot of them on the internet. Like there has to be specific things about certain ones that get bigger, while other ones are like, oh, like you know how freaking now everyone's in quarantine, no one's making money, so everyone's like, I'm gonna start OnlyFans, I can do it. All I have to do is get naked, and then 99% of them are probably not making any money.
You think so? I think a lot of people. I think OnlyFans, as a company, like, if you're a participant in OnlyFans, it's kind of like a situation where it's something for everyone. I think if you start an OnlyFans, if I start an OnlyFans, if you start an OnlyFans, or Johnny starts an OnlyFans, we're making money.
I don't think I'll make money. I don't make OnlyFans. I would not.
But that's you guys don't think so? It's like
No.
it's like there's something for everyone.
It feels like Baskin Robbins, and I don't think I'm comfortable with the analogy.
It's not about being comfortable. You're just saying, do you think you would make money
I
if
would
you
not.
were to start an OnlyFans?
I don't think I would be able
I
to.
don't think I would make money either. Even if I was like on it, like full-time job, treating it like this is what I'm doing now.
This
I don't
is
think I
what
make
I'm
any-
doing.
I don't think I make any money. Like there are guys on OnlyFans, but it's mostly because I feel like maybe not. I don't know. I feel like just famous people make money if they start an OnlyFans because people fantasize about them anyways. So it's just like
Yeah, but I feel like it's also like, I guess you're right, but it's also like, you're right in the sense because I think what you're looking at as like a porn business.
I mean that's why
Where it's
majority
like-
of people go to it for.
No, but I'm saying like for example, you have amateur videos on porn, and people think that you're on porn, so you make a lot of money. No,
Yeah, I know that.
so
But
I think
I
that's
mean,
what I think a lot of people like. OnlyFans is like a subscription based.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you make a lot of money.
So yeah, so You'd make it's also a lot less OnlyFans.
But what
than
I'm
there are porn
saying,
videos.
but what I'm saying is like, if I just hop on my Twitter and be like, starting an OnlyFans, come subscribe. Not one person is gonna be like, ooh, I got that. Is what I'm trying to say. How else do you grow? I'd have to talk to those random ones and be like, yo, can you post me so people come subscribe to my?
I used to follow this amazing Twitter page.
Okay.
I used to no because it relates.
Yeah.
I used to follow this amazing Twitter page. They were called "Is it because I'm a guy?" or something like that, and it was like they tweeted stuff that a guy like the boys would relate to. Now I just unfollowed them recently because now all they tweet is, "Oh, you can't believe this OnlyFans account," and they would share like.
Oh, they just do
Yeah.
share OnlyFans. That's what I'm saying. But I feel like if you're not on one of those things on Twitter or TikTok or Instagram or wherever, people are just posting this shit. How else would you build like a following, man? No, it's not like people who are on OnlyFans just going around talking to everyone on the street and they're like, yo, you follow such and such a OnlyFans though? No?
Yeah,
then you better be on
add
that.
in the
You-
Toronto Sun. It's like, oh, subscribe, $10.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that.
No. So yeah, as a woman, back to our conversation.
Yeah.
A vlog about nothing.
If I
That's
was
the
a-
perfect vlog.
No, I would be a stark business professional, but when I get home, when I clock out at 5 p.m. every day,
I don't want to
it's
hear
fucking whore town. Talking about swingers clubs, fucking
it. No, but the problem is... Whoa. Whoa. I've known
Yo,
people
I
that
know-
go to those things.
Have you?
I've worked with people.
I want to meet someone who does. I just want to.
What can you guys?
Basically, let's say it's a building like a club,
It's
and then you go and you show
it's-
up, you pay. Usually it's couples.
It's a sexually diseases cesspool.
No, it's like you go as a couple.
A
it's-
marital cesspool.
You know what a swinger is, right?
Yes, where you have someone else participate in your.
No, a swinger is like
Someone
if
who
you
swaps
and your
wives.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
and I'm not
And
even
I
gonna
get
say
some
name,
random
and
guy.
Johnny and his girlfriend meet and swing.
Oh, and then they swap. And then they swap.
Bro, what are you insinuating, buddy?
And then they swap. You're not answering my question. And then they swap.
Yes, and then they swap.
Okay.
And then they
I don't
swap.
think you got it.
So I didn't get it, but I didn't get it. That's why I'm missing it. I'm still trying to grasp the concept of a swinger.
Cause he almost. This guy tried to send an alley-oop. He was like, wait.
Anyways,
I
Okay.
missed it. Let's not repeat it. Maybe it was a blessing. I
That
missed it.
ship sailed. This is fine. We don't need to go back down there.
but yes, that's what it is. And then a swingers club is just like a group of them that do, and they have like cards, and then you go there, and then you and your husband or you and your wife will go in there and be like, what about them? And then you just go and be like, yo, this is such and such, let's do this. And then you swap, you fuck each other, then you come out, then you find someone else. And then there's just a whole bunch of, it's like a big sex party, but you're just flippy flopping everyone.
Can you go there as a single man though?
Technically, yes. A lot of them say singles, but like, why would you? Then you're just like there. You're basically paying to
have
just like
sex
go have
with
sex with people,
random
and
people.
I feel like that's
It's a
creepy.
red light.
Oh,
I feel like
no,
that would be creepy.
They're made for like spicing up relationships.
Essentially, some people like that
Yeah.
shit. Like cucks can go there. Fucking.
It's weird, man.
Yeah, it
No,
sounds
bro.
weird.
I want to know someone who
No,
goes. I
bro.
need a detailed explanation about what goes on.
I'll give you some stories.
Okay, give me. Now I'm excited.
Okay. So this one, there's this one lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. There's one lady.
He's in too deep. You can't back that out.
There's one lady where a place I used to work. My area of employment.
Oh, you mean that? No joke.
Yo, watch yourself, bro. So then, I remember. It didn't happen to me personally, but my friend at work told me, and I don't know how I knew. We were working one shift, and he called me over. He was like, "Bro," and he had this weird grin on his face, and I looked at him and I said, "No." And he's like, "Bro, I didn't even say anything." He's like, "No." And he's like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" And I said, "No, I wouldn't." do it with so and so at such and such a place. And he's like, bro, he was 18 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
This lady is at least double his age.
Okay.
She has a separated spouse
And a you.
and a youth.
Yes.
And
Figured that.
they're not together, but they're not divorced. But they
Separated.
go to these places together.
Oh, so they go swingers club.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she invited my boy to go with them.
And he went?
And no, because
Oh.
I told him, like, listen, because once you go once, just the expectation
Yeah.
is to, like, you're now, like, you're
You're
in Wonderland
you're
now.
in
Yeah.
the crew now.
Yeah.
So are you saying he can't have a normal relationship now?
No. I said, listen, if you're asking me, so clearly you're having doubts. I'm going to give you my professional opinion. Don't do that.
Yikes. Holy.
And then, that.
Okay.
I think it's time to.
As the single one, I want to ask you,
Yes.
if you were at a bar
Yes.
and a girl came up to you,
Okay.
or even a dude came up to you and
Okay.
said, I want you
Yes.
to engage
No.
in
No.
intercourse
No.
with my wife.
I'm calling my mom because I'm uncomfortable.
I would say, Mom, you pick me up. Somebody wants me to fuck their wife.
How weird is that? How did that conversation even come up?
I mean, people
People-
ask that all the time.
Actually,
People look for you.
that
They're called the
actually
unicorn,
happens
right?
to me.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
I feel like that's the story too.
I was gonna bring it up, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it.
So you're just
and then
gonna
you
bring-
gave me the situation that actually mimicked my situation.
well, now you have to bring it up.
So then there was this other lady at work, and I thought she was chill, just normal person. I met her like 4 or 5 year old daughter, nice girl, and I met her husband. He came to work one time. I was like, "Oh, cool family, normal people."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, let's have a game night at my house." I'm like, "Okay." She invited a bunch of other coworkers, so we're like, "Okay, we're playing like Uno and like Scrabble, whatever." And then people slowly start to leave because it's getting later on, and we're all drinking. But I walked there because it was nearby my area of residence. so I'm chilling, and then it's just me and her husband.
Why does it feel like my life's so boring?
And then she goes upstairs because I don't know, she changes. But I feel like it was a setup for me and the guy to have a conversation.
Right.
So he's like, are you seeing anybody? Are you in a relationship right
Yeah.
now? I was like, no, not really. I don't really have time. Cause I'm working full time, so
Yeah.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I feel like he started talking to me about love. He was like, I feel like if people were more open with their relationships and like they were just more open to experimenting things, people would be more happier. And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, maybe some whatever floats your boat, bud.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, me and my wife, like, we have an open marriage. I'm like, oh yeah, like if it works for you, I'm in your house. I'm not gonna disagree. It's like, yeah, if you ever want to be with her, just let me know. And I'm sipping beer this whole time. I'm like, this is what you invited me over here for.
Just let me know.
I have work at 7.
Just shoot me a message.
It's 10:30. It's past my bedtime. Oh, okay.
Now I have a question. How must have been, like, how, okay.
It wasn't-
I gotta know what you said.
I just said, I was like,
I'll let
okay.
you know.
I just said, okay. I didn't have any words because I couldn't believe what he just told me.
It's like, listen, you could hear about like situations like that and be like, oh, I would react this way.
No,
I don't feel like
you know those movies when like, there's like this drunk person and you're in their point of view and there's so much noise, but it's like buffering in their ears, like. When he said that, all sound just cut off from my head, and I just imploded in my mind. I'm like,
Listen,
did you just?
Yeah, like everything put aside.
I know for a man's daughter.
I know, but I know for a fact I would never do that. Only because I know.
adultery is a sin.
No. Well, yeah, I'm saying that's why I said, well, there's that. But I'm talking about everything outside of that. All moral standpoints gone. if you are willing to ask a stranger this question, your sexual experience
Must be
is beyond a level, and I am just gonna be a disappointment. And I'm not.
no. The fact
The amount of confidence you have to have.
I was 20. Okay, so for you to ask me that and for you to orchestrate this, what did you have plans to do? Okay, you didn't. There was no lead up. There was no like hinting or innuendos. It was just.
That's what I'm
Ask
saying.
me.
Because like if you're in
Ask
open
if you
marriage,
wanna fuck my wife.
like you have a whole human at home, and the fact that you would go outside of it means you're expecting things that you can no longer get at home.
And I don't want to take part in that. Why should I be a disappointment in your marriage? I'm not even married to you. You're not
Imagine
even my
doing
wife.
it, and then now you're just imagining how she's
And
in
then-
her bed talking to the husband
then-
about how disappointed.
The next time I see her husband, he's giving me a bad look. Bro, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you upset with me? No, I don't want any parts. No. Thank you. I'm flattered.
That's
Oh
fine.
my god.
No.
That's good, man. That's good. So you're gonna be the story guy. So now I realize I just have to bring up the right topic, and then something in
Honestly-
Johnny's life is gonna get triggered.
Honestly, those are the only two stories I have. Other than that,
You said that with your other stories, bro.
oh yeah, I don't know, man. Things just happen. I just go places. I don't even.
Basically, you're a sexual deviant.
No, I'm not. Okay, people suggest, and I politely decline because like certain things just no.
I always
man.
hear about this stuff, and I'm like, how do you even get in those situations?
It's a whole.
But then I
underground
realize
complex.
it's Johnny. I should have been asking how this happens.
I don't even know. Like, I can't even comprehend how. And what's even wilder is based on my skills of deduction. The first story
Yeah.
and the second story had a
Correlation.
crossover comic book sequence.
Was it the same
Couple?
human?
The same sets of humans, not the separated wife and
Was the
husband.
woman in the swingers club the same one that invited you to her house?
No, two different people,
You were-
two different couples.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
thing you know,
And then-
this work facility is gonna
and
be.
then-
Did
Yeah, that
those
changed
two
my mind.
couples
It's
meet?
gonna be.
They worked with me in the same department. Though the couple who invited the lady who invited my friend went to the swingers club with the person who invited me. Then they went to the place and swung with everybody else. So when I realized, it was an eye-opening thing for me that middle-aged people are not as like
Innocent.
from my yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, think about whatever you've done now, and then there's gonna come a time where it just becomes very basic.
No, I understood.
right?
I
and
get
then
that.
so like for
Like,
a lot of
with-
people
But I never would have assumed that people you have two people
yeah.
Who
who
look like
individually have smashed enough people to make it seem like they're single.
Oh, but they're
But they're in
full
an
on married.
actual marriage.
Yeah,
Like they're
okay,
actually
okay.
that's mad to me. And they have
Okay,
a whole
that's-
child.
So you had two open marriages in one workplace.
And that's from what I knew.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I thought that like statistically that seems very
Bro,
unlikely.
this place oh yeah, I can tell you a bunch of stories. I don't want to do it. That's enough
That's
for
a movie.
today.
That's a movie, man.
It's actually a movie.
You're gonna have to
It
go to
probably
church
is
again
online
after
too.
that.
No, bro. I'm telling you, I all I need to do, I think God put me in that place to say, this is definitely not for you, John. This is what you want to do. with your life?
Realize that this is the
It's
wrong
like,
path.
This is you sure? Because no.
Now
was
I
like,
see
you know
why
what?
you have to start going to church. Bro.
I see that.
I understand now.
Reading the Bible, praying every day, because
Having counter arguments to Jehovah's Witness,
all that stuff.
all of that stuff.
Because I cannot. I refuse. Because that is too much. Because I'm a possessive person. Well, not possessed. Well, yeah, kind of like territorial. So I wouldn't even be able to fathom
The idea of
The
somebody
idea
else being with your wife.
of me suggesting that somebody else be with my wife. I
Would
don't even.
you be able to be with someone else
No.
if your wife was okay with it?
No.
Me neither. That's weird.
Or I wouldn't be able to be with somebody else who is with somebody else as well.
I can't do that either.
Like if
that,
we,
that,
like the
yo,
the couples-
cheating, cheating is one thing that like just doesn't sit well with me.
but
Which is
encouraged cheating is even weirder.
No, but what if it's
No,
not
but-
cheating because that is their agreement? Then it's not cheating.
no, but
Then why-
I get that, but it's still adultery and cheating is when you sleep with somebody else's wife.
That's what adultery is. That's
regard-
not what cheating is.
Regardless,
But isn't
of-
cheating and adultery the same?
Yeah.
No,
Like synonymous?
In society, it isn't.
Listen.
Adultery is a biblical definition, whereas you cannot go outside of marriage. Any sexual intercourse outside of marriage is adultery.
Yes.
But wouldn't that
But if
also be cheating?
No, because if I have sex with a random woman, I'm not married to them. That's not cheating.
Oh, that's fornication.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's
See-
another.
you
That's
see what I'm
another
saying?
biblical
That's
definition.
another sin. Okay.
So I'm just saying that
So-
basically, by society's definition, cheating is going outside whatever your agreement is. So, like, if you agree that talking to another human is cheating, then and you do it, technically, that's cheating. So it goes from all the way here to like all the way here, whatever the spectrum is. I'm sure there's a wide variety of what people consider
All I'm
cheating.
saying is cheating.
I've seen girls get mad at guys because they dreamt of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How you
that's a
get
true
mad?
story. That happened to me.
Yeah.
My girl. I know
not
you're
in
watching
that
this because
sense.
you're probably gonna be editing this, babe. I'm sorry, but yeah. So she got so mad at me one time. Let me tell you something. She got so mad at me one time. She woke up in the worst possible mood. I was like, "Good morning, babe. How'd you sleep? You know, how are you doing? How's your morning? Bad. Is everything okay?" This is like early in our relationship. So she breaks down like it took a lot of effort out of me to like fish out what was wrong with her, and then she finally said it, and
You have to
I
sit back.
stopped and I sat back and I said, "Babe,
Yo.
Pardon?
No, but to her defense though, I've had one of those dreams before.
I had
And yo, you
same.
feel like fucking shit in the morning,
I
bro.
get
When
it.
you wake up, you
I
feel
get
like
it. But it's like." I'm sorry I cheated on you in your subconscious.
No, what you
I've had even weirder dream. I didn't have a dream. I was told I was in a dream killing people. And she couldn't do anything about it. So she didn't text me for half of the day because
Yeah.
she was scared of me.
Dude, I'm telling you, subconscious or I did have that dream where my girlfriend cheated
Yeah,
on me.
It's fucking shitty.
I had a dream. I'm not gonna specify. I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you guys after the podcast. No, I'm not gonna say it on podcast.
That's
I had
madness,
it was literally like 4 days ago.
Oh shit.
It was a recent dream, so coincidence. I had
That's
this dream,
terrible.
and I woke up like it was a nightmare. I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's fucked up." I wasn't
Listen.
mad at her. I wasn't
You
like,
can send-
"Fuck
just-
you,
You can like
fuck you, whore."
disconnect.
I'm not doing that.
Wait, she called you that?
No, but like the way she acted after
made
I
you feel
slept,
filthy.
I slept with an unknown woman in her subconscious.
It wasn't you. It was her subconscious.
What you tell her is like, oh damn, he did that. Yo, tell Dream Matchy to come here. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Calm her down like that.
Yeah, you gotta tell him you're gonna beat
No.
the shit out of Dream Matchy.
What you do is you buy the speaker and you hook it up to when she's sleeping. It's like, Machi is a loyal boyfriend. He would never cheat on you. He would never in a million years think of any other woman. And then slowly her subconscious will produce you proposing. Then she's gonna wake up thinking you're married, and then that's gonna be a whole
There's-
different.
That's a whole different conversation.
There's
That's all-
that, or you know what happens when you're like, yo, when you're hungry, so you try really hard not to think about how hungry you are, so
yeah.
then it makes you more hungry.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
So
right
then
now.
she's gonna try really hard to think that he would never cheat, which is gonna make her imagine him cheating even more.
you don't do that.
yeah,
It's
no,
like don't
I'm
think of
really-
elephants, and now that's all you need to think about for 5 minutes.
Exactly.
I'm actually starting.
That's why you need subliminal messaging. That speaker is the gateway to changing relationships.
Yes, it's also a gateway to like manipulate.
You guys
Of
are
course.
acting like this is like changing your brain chemistry, bro.
No,
it's
it's
only
just-
supposed to sound like things.
Exactly, it gives you music, so you just record yourself over instrumental music.
But
Say it's sleep.
why can't you just use the regular speaker then?
Because it's in their ear, so you don't have to hear it. I want to sleep, right? I want to sleep. I want you indoctrinated. I don't want to hear any of that. Why would I want to reprogram myself? You're gonna hear the message. I'm not gonna hear anything. I'm gonna wake up happy.
You're gonna wake up happy.
subverted.
I did not think of that.
That's what this technology is doing. Perfect. It's perfect.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Moral of the story is this: you don't obviously
Just don't drink.
manipulate your significant other.
You're whispering.
never do
I'm
that.
like almost certain no one's gonna be able to hear you because you're not in a mic.
Obviously, you don't manipulate your spouse.
Okay,
You have
wrap
their
it up.
trust. You must ensure that you're trusting,
See,
and
I've
trustworthy
learned to
individual.
wait till he's done before I start wrapping it up. I've learned things.
All right, wrap it up.
I'm good. I have nothing else to say. What if? No, think about this.
Yo, how about you know what? You end the podcast. End the podcast.
I genuinely can't do that. I'm just gonna. This is my last idea. Casper Cas9, right? People with the vaccines, they have like the mRNA thing. What if down the line they take octopi DNA and splice it with human DNA, and now you can metamorphosize into anything you want? You're literally Mystique. What if that's what Mystique is? She's just a spliced genetic human being mixed in with octopi DNA.
Where does this come from?
I'm summarizing our whole podcast.
Just don't engage.
Octopi, DNA, skin, cells,
We're gonna go for another half an hour.
DNA,
If we engage. Just don't
and
engage.
then humans,
Can
Something.
shapeshift,
shapeshift.
and then it's no longer cheating.
Right, because you're no longer a human. Because if you're half octopi, half human, you're
No longer sleeping.
human.
That's just bestiality.
Human pie.
Is it cheating
Octoman.
if you go and if someone else is sleeping in your bed and it's dark, so you don't know, so then you have intercourse, but then it wasn't your wife?
Yeah, is it cheating
Is
if
that
you don't
still
I
know?
feel like that's right.
Like if it like
No.
I've heard stories. I've heard stories where twins swap. So I've heard stories where twins
oh, they did
they
it on purpose.
swap.
Yeah.
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 No,
Just to
sickles.
do
But
it.
like, what
is that
if-
cheating if you don't know? For the
person,
for
no,
the
no.
cheating, yes.
That's actually like
for
unconsensual.
the cheaters, yes, it is.
if you think
the
about
cheating,
it,
but for the
because they didn't.
for
Oh,
the-
so they're raping me.
If the twins swap with you,
Yeah.
yeah, because you didn't consent to them.
yeah. So
'cause
it's like
you
the
thought it was
cheaters
the
are
wife.
cheating, but the cheatee is not cheating.
No, it's not cheating. It's actually the R word with
Assault.
ape.
Rape,
Ape.
rape.
Yo,
It's just a hard
yo,
word for rape.
can we
Wrap it up.
not
Sexual assault.
stop saying that word?
It's a horrible word.
No, but it's
We said whore earlier in the podcast, okay? So
That is a profession.
it is.
being
You don't
a
get
whore-
paid for it. I know plenty
you
that
do.
don't get paid for it.
To be a whore,
The definition
of whore is a
that-
prostitute.
yeah, so you get paid for that.
But I know plenty of people who are called that who aren't.
Yeah, so they're just hosts.
poor businessmen.
they're really bad and horny businessmen. Okay, wrap it up. That's it. We're done. Should I wrap it up?
Okay. Thank you for listening to another episode. If you're listening to us, you can also watch us on YouTube. Obviously, catch clips maybe on Instagram.
Yo, I thought you said catch something else. Catch chlamydia. Yo, I'm done.
See the clips on Instagram. Follow us on any social media platform. TikTok, Instagram, not Twitter, not Facebook.
We should make a Twitter.
We should. And we should definitely make a Facebook.
No, because I would probably get you guys banned. The stuff I would post,
Now we're making a
wouldn't
Twitter.
even be
Anyways,
explicit.
don't worry about it. Shh. We'll
It
talk
would
about it
just
after.
be-
We'll talk about it after.
so
We will
flagrant.
talk about it after words.
Follow us on potentially Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Catch us on our clips once a week. I know we've been a little bit behind on them, but those are coming back very shortly. Life's just getting really busy. Catch us on any DSP as well as YouTube. We wish you all a splendid day.
Don't think too hard. 2, the number 2. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.